Hi, it's Tony with lidl.doodle. Welcome back to my channel. I want to share my newest inspiration obsession. These are color cubes, and I am obsessed with them. I'm going to just quickly, this is not going to be a long video. I'm going to show you what they are. I'm going to show you a few ways that I've been using them just right out of the gate, and then how I think I'm going to use them moving forward. So I tend to get excited when I get an Instagram ad that is something that is artsy or new that I've never seen, and lo and behold, Instagram popped these up a few weeks ago in my feed, and I did a little looking and I was like, I might need to invest in these. So I did, and I am so happy. So there are 2 volumes, 2 boxes. Each box comes with 500 cards. And, oh, I've got it backwards. The artist is Sarah Renee Clark. I will put a link to these in the description. But here's what they are. 500 in each box of different color combinations for inspiration. I've seen people using these to inspire their wardrobe. That will not be me. I am not that put together. But I have been using these for inspiration to work in my sketchbook. And I'm having so much fun. I have painted more in these last few days with these cards than I have like in the last month. There are so many different combinations, and what I've been doing is picking one, and if I like the picture that goes with it, I will either kind of interpret the picture and paint it, or I will paint something different, or I have one more little trick that I'm going to show you that I did. It's pretty amazing. And so on each card, it's got either 5 or 6 colors on the front with the picture. Each one is numbered so that they can go in order. And then on the back, they have the names of the color, the hex number, and then a tint and a shade. So you get kind of a nice little scale of color there. So what this has been really helping me do is work with smaller watercolor palettes and forcing me to really practice on my color mixing skills. And the first few paintings I did, I worked out of a palette that had, I think, 8 colors. And so I was trying to, mix these 5 or 6 colors with just 8 colors on my palette. And it's been a real fun little challenge. So here's a couple. Do not judge the watercolor quality, because my whole purpose here is to practice with color mixing. I'm not as worried about the quality of the watercolors. So the first one, I've got this. I loved these colors, and I just did a mark making page with these colors, and I felt like I did a pretty good job of nailing the colors on this palette. So that was fun. And then I pulled this card and I thought, oh, that's a cute little tree frog, and those are some fun bright colors. So here's what I do right after I pull the card. I get just a practice little watercolor piece of paper and I mix them in my palette, and then I can kind of hold them up and see how I did with the color matching. So not 100% with this one. I'd say this green is a little off, and this probably needs a little more black. But then I just kind of interpreted. I wasn't gonna try to paint this specific tree frog, so I just came up with my own and painted this little guy. And I felt like I did pretty good with the color mixing. I liked how it turned out. So that was fun. And then this is the one that I want to tell you the other thing I'm doing with these. So I got this, and I was not going to try to paint this. Like, I don't even like that picture. But I turned this over and I said, hey, ChatGPT, give me some inspiration with the color palette of these colors. And I punched in the hex numbers. And in true ChatGPT fashion, it gave me a list of a whole bunch of ideas. So then I took one of the ideas that the description sounded interesting, and I said, hey, ChatGPT, make me a visual reference of that. And it did. And so then I painted it, and this is what it came up with. So, I mean, it's kind of funky colors for, this scene, but it was, again, just kind of a fun exercise to challenge myself to not only get the colors right. See, I didn't get the salmon color. I don't even think I have the salmon color in here. I think I missed that one. But on this one, to do something like completely that I just ChatGPT came up with, and AI will come up with fun colors and whatever, but I told it, do these colors and then give me a reference photo. So that was fun. And then the last one I'm working on is I pulled this and I started mixing the colors. I got pretty close, I think, so I did 2 different pinks to see which one I liked, and then the blue and the green and the darker blue and the black. And I drew out my succulent, and it's just starting to come to shape right now. So I'm just putting in the black and the 2 blues right now, and then I will start moving through the palette. So that's all I'm going to show for right now, but I am super excited about these because I'm also going to use these for coming up with color schemes for my bullet journal weeks, maybe months, but mostly weeks. Because normally what I do when I'm setting up my bullet journal is for the week is I will look through my sticker pack and I will go, okay, I like this sticker for this week. And then whatever that sticker is, it will kind of determine what colors I use for that week. And as I'm trying to cut back on how many stickers I have and am using, I thought this is a great way for me to transition into having some kind of structured color format or guiding color format that can help inspire me on that week's bullet journal. I'm also going to take these to school and use these for some projects for my students. They will love the inspiration because that's something that we struggle with in class sometimes as well. I don't know what colors go together, and I always point them to the color wheel and we talk about color theory, but I think having something just kind of tactile right in front of them, where if I just maybe hand somebody and say, hey, here's your color palette, let's talk about what you can paint or color or draw, whatever. I've seen people, using these for adult coloring books, again, for clothing ideas, fabric arts, or fiber arts, all kinds of things. So anyway, I just wanted to share these because they have just been really inspiring to me. And yes, I know there are things online that you could just search and go, give me a cool color palette. I've used those before, but just having something in my hand that I just stick on the edge of my computer as I'm painting, that I stick on my watercolor palette as I'm mixing colors, I just really like these. So I just wanted to share with you if this is something that you've seen before or that would serve as some kind of inspiration for you. I always want to try to share ideas that inspire me to be creative and journal my heart out. These have been my favorite thing this week, probably this whole month. So anyway, if you have any questions, put them down in the comments, but I will put a link in the description, and I'm sure moving forward you will be seeing more of these cards popping up in my videos as I use them more and more for my bullet journal. So thanks for watching and have a great day.